Hello and welcome. In this video we're going to take a look at symbols and assets. So we'll go to the same drawing that we worked with in the previous video, the Science Park Camo 2 drawing, and I'll just open that. Now on the ribbon we have the symbols pane, in which we have the symbol related commands, the symbols being fire devices, inaccessible areas and assets. The assets are linked to an asset management system, so that information will come in from the asset management system, whereas the fire devices and inaccessible areas are defined from within a drawing. Now before we pull in a symbol, we just need to adjust the symbol scale so that the symbol appears in the drawing at a suitable size. So I'm just adjusting it now for the asset symbol. Now if we hit new asset, it will now prompt you in the command window to enter the block name. This mechanism has only really been left in to allow for future expansion without having to customize the contents of the database. The actual mapping between the symbol names and the symbols in the library are in the database. So for this to be more convenient for you, we've actually preloaded some tool palettes with the symbols and their names. So these commands will be invoked, will actually call the command, pass in the correct name, and then prompt you where you want in the drawing where you want to actually place them. So I'll just put that into room 1006, and once the symbol's been placed into the drawing, you're then prompted with the form for that symbol, in this case the asset. And the only piece of information we need to change at this point now is the identification, i.e. the asset code. So we've just populated that. Now we can list the assets from within the drawing, and I'll just locate that asset. Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll adjust the drawing for another type of symbol, this time an internal fire device. So I'm just going to quickly adjust the scale to suit the block library or the symbol library that contains the internal fire device symbols, and we'll switch over to the internal fire devices tab. Now before I actually insert, I'm going to demonstrate the fact that some symbols are sensitive to where they are located. So in this case, this type of symbol expects to be placed within a space. So if a space isn't detected, you're presented with this message. So now I'll re-invoke the command and actually place it correctly in a room, and choose some required information, in this case the label, and then save it to the drawing. On the symbols pane there, we have a common function to edit a symbol. So when we invoke it, it will ask you to select the symbol, and when you click it, it will then determine the type of symbol that you've selected and open the appropriate form for that symbol. So we'll just start with the internal fire device, and I'll just repeat that for the asset equipment symbol. And there we have the properties of the piece of equipment. While we're here, we'll just have a look at the work order list function. It will prompt you to select the asset and then display any work orders found, firstly that are outstanding within the asset management system, and then we can also look at completed work orders for an asset. This part of the system can be customized to suit your asset management system. Well, that concludes this part of the video series. Thank you for watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.